All right, Todd Conitzer here, and I am with the infamous Chris Lucido.
Hey everybody, how's everybody doing?
We are in the Ukraine. As you can see, the architecture, we're walking down the street here in this wonderful little town, and we have no idea where we are. So I was visiting with him. He is helping launch some amazing things, and one of them is called FurtherU. FurtherU, and that's with a U, not Y-O-U, FurtherU, right?
Yep.
He is actually here with me and Randy Santel in the Ukraine, and we're going to get getting ready to do some crazy stuff. But I want him to explain what FurtherU is and how it's going to be helping influencers on YouTube and other social platforms in the future.
Sure. So as some of you might already know, FurtherU is Randy's management team. So Randy and I are friends from a while back, and we've worked on a few projects together and found some likeness in some of the things we were doing, and talking through Randy's growth and some of the things that would, the roadblocks and the things that would come up during the normal day-to-day. FurtherU is that company to help Randy move him forward. Take some of those big steps in the influencer career so that way he could focus on being an influencer. So many times as these influencers grow, they have, I mean, Randy touches 24 million people a month. That's a lot of people.
That's a lot of people. I didn't realize that.
Yeah, a lot of people reach out and call, comments, you know. On top of Randy creating his content, doing his thing, we're that behind the scenes team that's doing all the things to make his life easier so he can focus on being an influencer.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
So I have some quick questions and stuff for you. Looking down this road, let's walk down that way, find somewhere to sit and just visit a little bit. All right, so we've established that FurtherU is going to actually help influencers move from the current position that they're at to along further in their career with probably brand deals or watching the analytics, helping make changes. Are you setting up like merchandise? I mean, what is it that you've partnered and been helping Randy with currently to help his numbers grow?
Sure. So think about an influencer. Think about that 360 sphere, omnisphere around them.
Right.
So everything that an influencer touches, we're helping them in the process. So with Randy, we do handle all of his brand deals, all of his appearances, to his scheduling, advice on media posts. You know, Randy is the influencer. He does a great job of creating that content himself.
Right.
We can't help him do that any better. We can just give ideas or suggestions. So we're there for him as the soundboard when he needs it. This trip in the Ukraine, this is something we were able to partner with one of my friends, Lucas, and get out here. And you know, tomorrow we're actually going to be inside the reactor where the accident happened.
Yeah,
so
I'm super looking forward to the Chernobyl experience, and they invited me along to document and show some different
Todd's
things.
the man.
So I'm really excited about doing that.
This was the button that was pushed that kind of triggered the whole big blast. But keep in mind, while you're looking at all this stuff that we're doing on this inside tour, only about 100 people per year from all over the world get to actually take this tour. So our friend Lucas has a big hookup, which is much appreciated. This is really cool that we're able to do this.
I think this whole thing with FurtherU is like this missing component to a lot of creators and influencers today. I mean, because sometimes the creator is younger and they don't have that business, I don't know, acumen that they can actually figure things out. And so I think this is going to be a great partnership because you're acting not just like an agent, because you're doing more than what an agent would do. You're almost doing like all the elements, from being a publicist to an agent to just all the behind the scenes stuff. It's actually kind of a cool little concept.
Yeah, almost like that personal assistant for the influencer. So what I think the big thing and the big value that comes from it is influencers don't know their worth or their value. For instance, Randy would go to a restaurant in the food challenge and bring 80 to 100 people would come to watch him eat and do what he does.
Right.
And eat food and drink and spend time, bring friends with them. It's a great experience, and usually that event lasts an hour and a half to 2 hours.
Right.
Well, Randy would then sleep in his car or spend $25 for a hotel because he wasn't making any money.
Right.
So here, you know, I've been to restaurants where I've seen, you know, the restaurant owners giving each other high fives and celebrating all this money they're making, and Randy's doing it for the fans and the channel. So we want to make sure that we take care of them and the value of the influencer is found. So now Randy is getting
compensated
for it. He's getting compensated for what he deserves.
Let's be very clear on this though. FurtherU is not a person that just starts their YouTube channel and says, I want to be this, and you shape them. This is about an established, like Randy put in his time, his energy, his efforts, and did hundreds of videos to build this following. FurtherU is about taking that dedication and time that he put in to taking it to that next level where Now he's doubled when he's getting to 1 million subscribers. So that's where this FurtherU comes in. It's not the, hey, I want to be the kid on YouTube, or I want to start a YouTube channel. That, am I right?
You're right.
Okay.
And we get asked that a lot. A lot of people reach out. I want to be a YouTuber. What does it take to be that? You know, we're looking for that solid foundation set influencer, and it could be 10,000 followers. It doesn't have to be a lot, but it's that influencer that gets the honest engagements, that's getting the reactions, that when this influencer does something, they're actually getting an honest feedback or critique from users. So.
Yeah, because right now a lot of them are leaning on like sponsorships from these different companies out there, and that works for in the short term, but to get to that next level, that's that gap you're filling.
Yeah,
if
you look at any major athletes or major celebrities, you're not seeing them take on, you know, 50 different brands. They're being selective. They're picking what brands go with my story, with what I'm doing. Do we have an alignment here? So we did a sponsorship with CC's Pizza, and I can tell you we turned down 10 sponsorship before we accepted CC's. You know, national brand, big name, household, fits in our demographic for what for Randy Santel's users, and it was a huge success. You know, we've done stuff with Dollar Shave Club before, Nivea for men, some different things, but finding that exact partner match for that influencer is important. And it doesn't have to just be a brand. It could be we've had regional companies reach out and done some big things because they're looking for that growth and that expansion as well.
That is an amazing, I think this shift of what's going on, there's a lot of people that understand how influencers are becoming such a huge marketing component to companies.
Huge.
So let me get this right. You're now to a point where next year you ramp up FurtherU. You've been turning down some influencers. You've selected, you know, some positive influencers that you've been working with and really sculpting this. You have actually a team of people. It's just not you.
No, it's not just me.
No, you have a team of people on the phone, calling, making all these. Give me like the idea of what 2020 looks like and where you plan on going with that.
Sure. Well, we're really excited about 2020. What we're doing is exactly what you said, is building our bench strength. So we're figuring out all the nuances of Randy, and for the past 8 months, all we've done is take over all that in practice and just get better. So our team has done just a phenomenal job of finding ways to win and finding new opportunities for us to grow. So what we've done is we've created the base around 4 different things. So merchandising, number 1, live appearances and events, number 2, brand sponsorships, number 3, and number 4, most importantly, is the influencer, him or herself, and making sure we're taking care of them. Not from a profitability is important, but it's more than that. It's, are they living what they want to do? Are we actually, is the purpose and the passion of why they got started as an influencer still alive inside of them? Are we sending that same consistent message that that influencers wanted from day one, but with all the support of a big company and brand behind them? So in 2020, we will be selecting a couple more influencers to take on into our stable, to put them in the incubator, start working with them, start working different deals. I think you've seen from Randy, we've launched this comic book, we've launched a store on Amazon, so readily available all over the world. We're working on an app right now, so there's a lot of cool different things on top of a trip to Chernobyl, just on an average August to shoot some video.
And we're sitting in the middle of a small Ukrainian town. We don't even know really where we're at, do we?
No idea. I have no idea.
Well,
I think the vodka's good though.
So I want to thank you for just sitting down with me and actually expanding upon that, because I was really picking Chris's brain, and then he shared the vision with me, and I think that a lot of influencers are out there are really looking for an opportunity like this, and FurtherU is going to be a great component, because man, 2020 is going to be a really tough, and we're talking, he was sharing with me some stuff they're getting ready to do, and he's like, hey, you want to go to Rome? And I'm like, you know, we're talking. So
there's a lot of things, as you know, we can't talk about that we're working on, because we want to keep it, but there's some big name celebrities, as you know, and some it's just been great. Even with our friend Lucas that we're here in Ukraine, you know, Randy's followers and the support and influencer, that's powerful. So to be able to have the experiences, you know, the friendships, the stories, those are things that influencers, we want. Randy gets to enjoy this exciting week.
All right, well, I guess just tune in, watch, and maybe I will throw a few nuggets in there for the people to see here at the end. But thanks so much for hitting with me, and we'll just continue this in the future. I think as things compound in the few months, we'll probably be launching some additional videos so people can know where things are. And if you're looking to have, and you're an influencer and you're in that 100,000 subscriber plus range, and you're looking at growing, I think maybe while this is developing and what they're doing, you should probably try to reach out and jump in with them now. I think that would be a wise decision. So thanks, man. And I guess the best thing to say is we're out.